What is up with y'all, everybody? Your boy Cam is back on the podcasting. Took quite a break with some personal stuff going on, but everything is all right now. And I also had to take a break because I was just so heated and fired up last time I did my podcast. I was just so angry with Stephanie White just not sticking up for her players. It's just I just had to take a breather, but everything's all right. Just gotta keep doing what you're doing. But it don't even honestly. That's the problem. That's not even matter. So the Dallas Wings got the win last night over the Indiana Fever. Yes, the Dallas Wings got the win over the Indiana Fever last night. But fortunately, before I talk about the game, I got some bigger news I want to share to y'all. And of course, some people may know, some all right, and some don't know, but this is unfortunate. It is unfortunate for the Dallas Wings, affecting the rest of the season. Azzi Fudd is out for the rest of the season with a knee injury. That's a tough, very tough blow to the team. Very tough blow for the Dallas Wings because she's one of our best defenders on our team, and she's starting to get comfortable too. Very unfortunate. Azzi Fudd has to get surgery, and she's had to miss the rest of the season. It's just definitely got to keep her in prayers. Definitely her speed recovery. Looking forward to see her back next year, going to year 2 for her, and we should definitely be a stronger team next year once Azzi is back. But let's get back into the game. Unfortunately, Isaiah James is still out with a leg injury, but she could be returning possibly Sunday or maybe sometime next week. We'll see. Definitely don't want to rush it. We got to be 100% sure she is good to go. And let's take a look at box score. Indiana Fever, they beat us 22-18 in the first quarter. And rest of the game, we beat them. Rest of the game, 24-20 in the second, 24-19 in the third quarter, 25-24 in the fourth quarter. That was a much needed win. Hopefully, with Azzi being out for the rest of the year, it will definitely motivate the team even more and more and more. Definitely will have the other girls got to step up for her, and this is very unfortunate. Azzi is just out for the rest of the year. Tough blow. Let's take a look. Kelsey Mitchell. Of course, Kelsey Mitchell had a great game. She finished with 37 points within 35 minutes. Thank goodness that she was unable to come back last night. She got overheated playing against the Toronto Tempo. And then the Toronto Tempo had no air conditioner in the arena. And they ended up playing at Scotiabank Arena where the Raptors play. They had no air conditioner. And it was 72 degrees outside that day they played. You know the worst part is? The Indiana Fever almost blew a 10-point lead with 2 minutes left. They had the Tempo cut the lead down to 4. Well, again, Kelsey Mitchell did not play in that fourth quarter just because she got overheated. But very glad to see that she's okay. And Aaliyah Boston finished with 14 points. And Michaela Timpson finished with 11. And you got Caitlin Clark. She had an off night. Finished with 10 points, shot 2 for 8 from the 3-point range. Lexi Hall had a pretty good game. Finished with 9 points. And then Moni Billings only gave you 4 points. She's the only one from the bench that scored. And Sophie Cunningham 0 for 4 from 3-point range. And of course, Ty Harris, she didn't give any points. And here's the thing, she busted our ass in that fourth quarter last time we played them. Again, because we didn't have Jessica Shepard, we didn't have Azzi, and we didn't have Isaiah James. We were a little shorthanded, but now that we got one of our girls back, and it's a good time. And let's talk about my Dallas Wings. Let's talk about some good things about my Dallas Wings, baby. Arike Uncle Wally finished with 32 points. That was a great game from Arike Uncle Wally. Finishing with 32 points. Jessica Shepard, 26 points. and she ended up getting her career high. You know what the thing is? She had 22 points in the first half. First half, Jessica Shepard had 22 points in the first half. My goodness, but the only thing is, she's got to make her free throws. She's got to make her free throws. She would have had. She would have been another player who had 30. She would have had 30 or 32 points if she would have made her free throws. Free throw was the main problem for her. She did good, crashing the boards, getting 8 rebounds, and a walk career, 11 points. You know what it is? She had her career high of blocks. 7 blocks in one game. That is insane. She had her career high of 7 blocks. That is awesome right there. She definitely stepped up going to last night's game. Paige Beckers had a little bit of an off night, finishing with 13 points, and that's okay. Everybody just has an off night, but again, Jessica Shepard and Enrique in a walk career would be able to step up for her. We had some little bit of production from the players off the bench. Alicia Clark finished with 5 points. Maddie Steekers finished with 2. Odyssey Sims had 2. I feel like Odyssey Sims could have gave us a little more. But hey, a win's a win. And let's just take a look at the team stats. In this case, the Wings shot 47% from field goal range. Only shot 5 from 18 from 3-point range. So basically the Wings and the Fever had an off night from 3-point range. Both of them did. But we struggled at the free throw line. Only shot 67% from the free throw. That's the only thing that hurt us from last night. And the Fever shot 92% from free throw range. We ended up getting 32 rebounds, a little bit more rebounds than the Fever did. And the turnover, let's look at the turnover rate. And the turnover rating was pretty much the same. Pretty much the same for the Fever and the Wings. Both at a decent amount of turnovers, but not too bad. And 9 turnovers ain't bad for a game. That's not too bad. And we had more assists than the Fever. And the largest lead they had was 8 points. They had the largest lead they had was 8 points, and our biggest lead was 11. And fortunately, we had the most technical fouls. Yeah, I feel like the referees were making bad calls on both sides, honestly. And of course, Enrique ended up getting attacked, and then Paige got attacked, and just those referees were just kind of crappy on both sides. I'm not gonna lie. But hey, like I said, a win is a win. Since both teams shot very poorly from 3-point range, but let's look at how Kelsey Mitchell shot from 3-point range. Kelsey Mitchell was the one who was busting our ass from 3-point range. Shot 4 from 7 from 3-point range. And what's crazy? 15 and 15 from free throws. So basically, she was the one shooting the most free throws. And I mean, look what the Fever doing last night. Like, they were running the plays to Kelsey Mitchell. They wouldn't run the ball to Caitlin Clark. They wouldn't. And I still think Aaliyah Boston is a poor teammate. She's very jealous of Caitlin. It's just, hey, bro. Hey. It is what it is. I think Aaliyah Boston will be gone before Caitlin Clark will be. I don't know, bro. I just think Aaliyah Boston is soft. She's just not a great teammate. Honestly, I think there's some drama going on in the locker room with the Fever right now with Caitlin Clark and Stephanie White. There's got to be some drama going on. Like Caitlin saying, "Oh, like people should be booing her coach," but how are you going to say, like, how are you going to tell your fans not to boo your own coach, but you and her been beefing almost all season? It's like, I know. I mean, again, Caitlin doesn't want to expose her coach online. No, she doesn't want to do that. Obviously, she's just trying her best to keep her head high. But I ain't gonna lie. I mean, last night was pretty chippy. between Caitlin and Paige. Well, let's just take a look. What happened last night?
And some intensity.
Yeah, Paige did grab her. She ended up grabbing Paige, Caitlin Clark. She did.
Throwing here as Clark taking exception to the bump.
You see that? You see her? You see Paige? She's like, calm down, calm down, calm down. I get why people think Caitlin Clark is soft, because I honestly, sometimes I think she is, because she just does too much. I think she does. Yeah, bam, yeah. Paige did grab her, Caitlin Clark right there. She got her on the arm. That should have been a foul. But again, because they didn't want her taking the last shot, and I understand. And I don't think Paige was playing. People saying Paige was playing dirty at Caitlin Clark. No, I don't think she was playing dirty with her at all. I don't think so. I don't think she was playing dirty with her at all.
Grabbing the arm of Clark
and then yeah, she's gonna throw the ball like that. Yeah, that shit. I think Caitlin Clark should have gotten the T right there.
Clark flailing the arm.
Yeah, Caitlin should have gotten a tag. All right, let's look at it again. Look at it again. Yeah, Paige fouled her the first time. Yeah, they should have teed her up right there.
Some intensity throwing here as Clark taking exception.
Look at Paige. look at my girl Paige. She's like, calm down, girl, calm down. Come on, girl, calm down. Yeah, I just don't see Paige was trying to hurt her. People were saying she was trying to intentionally hurt. No, she was not. I don't see it. And look at this. All right, let's go look what between her, Caitlin, Stephanie White. Let's go look what happened between them two.
Outside. Clark thought about it. Good close.
Look at Stephanie White's ass. Look at her ass right there. She gonna pound when Caitlin's trying to run the ball.
Out by Couture.
Yeah. I mean, it was going to be too hard for Caitlin to shoot over a Walker because she probably would have blocked it anyway if she tried to shoot it over her. Look at Stephanie. Look at Stephanie White, man. Look at her. Look at her.
Outside look. Clark thought about it. Good
You don't do that when Kelsey Mitchell's trying to run the play, but you gonna do that when Caitlin Clark's trying to run something? Like really? Look at Stephanie. Look at this right here by Walker.
Clark driving by Couture.
Get that out of here, baby. Bam! Like I said, Walker has 7 blocks. Let's watch that again.
Close out by Couture. 5 seconds. Clark driving by Couture.
Woo! That was great stuff by Walker last night. Great win last night for the Dallas Wings. That was a great win. But let's take a look at the upcoming schedule for the Dallas Wings. All right. As you can see, the Dallas Wings take on the Seattle Storm at 3 o'clock this Sunday afternoon. But I'll be at work, but I have to go to work at 11:30, get off at 4, so I'll be able to have time to watch half of the game. So it's all good. It is all good, bro. And that should be a win against the Seattle Storm, who is the worst team in the league. But again, don't relax us again, because we're still trying to fight a playoff spot. They're trying to finish their season strong. Portland, and this next week on Tuesday night, we play the Portland Fire, and I will be going to that game, so I'll be doing my game vlog when they play the Portland Fire, and I'll be going with a friend of mine. And the Portland Fire is actually not a bad. They're not in the point one. They're 15 and 20, but the Portland Fire are not a bad team though. They're not that bad. They compete, but they are gonna come out ready to play. But I believe we should win that game. I think we could win by about 8 to 9 points. 8 to 9 point game. We will win by, but it will be pretty. I think we should win that. Connecticut Sun, and when we play them at 7 o'clock next Sunday, and that should be a win. These last 3 games before the WNBA takes a break for they have like a 2-week break with the USA's women's basketball team competing against other countries, and I believe it's a FIBA World Basketball games they're going to be having. That's going to be going on for 2 weeks, and before the break, we should win these last 3. And I read that we have to win these 4 games to clinch a playoff spot. So that's all we got to do is just win. Take care of these. We can beat these teams who aren't good. We can win it. But honestly, I want to win these last 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we can win these. I believe we can win these last 7 games. We can win these last 7. We can do this. But I want to finish the end this season, regular season strong, and just get ready for playoffs. And hopefully we can jump up to at least the 6th or 5th seed. Hopefully we can get up there. And there is no telling who will we were going to face Minnesota, Golden State, Atlanta, or Indiana in the first round. One of those 4 we could possibly end up playing first round. And I honestly prefer to play the Atlanta Dream first round over the Minnesota Lynx, because I think we'll have a better chance to getting past like Atlanta Dream in the first round than we do with Minnesota. It's just, we don't got Azzi, and I wouldn't mind facing Indiana in the first round. I wouldn't mind facing them, but the Valkyries will be a very, very tough task to do. The Minnesota Lynx, and honestly, I wouldn't mind facing Las Vegas first round. I think that's a team who could be first round, depending on how we do the last 6 games, yeah. But the Lynx and the Valkyries will be a very, very, very tough challenge to face. But then again, anything can happen in the playoffs. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. Hopefully we can get Isaiah James back. Hopefully Alana Smith can stay healthy. Fortunately, she ended up getting hurt last night, but she returned the game. And that's the thing. Foul trouble did hurt the team a little bit last night. She ended up getting like 3 fouls within like 2 quarters. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Atlanta had an off night just because of her foul trouble. Hopefully she can stay out of foul trouble this Sunday night. And she's been playing great lately. Ever since All-Star break, even though we're losing, but Alana Smith has been playing great. I want Alana Smith to keep playing great and win games. Not just her playing great. No, we want her to play great and win games. So hopefully we can possibly make a little run in the playoffs. But I will see you on the next podcast. And let's go get this win on Sunday afternoon.